Hello America, Blaze Skyblaster here, and today I'm doing Flashback Friday. So, for those who don't know, Flashback Friday is a random Friday I choose, or just remember to, where I look back at some older videos. If you saw my earlier video, this Friday, where you'll see that I did a speed drawing of random Blaze Skyblaster villains. And today, I picked a few random old Blaze Skyblaster villains. Not any in particular. Most of them were Blaze film villains. Some of them came from series like Kingdom Cove, Animal Acres, White House, as you see. So, let's just start off with the first guy on the list, Elf Goblin. I would say he was probably the oldest Blaze Skyblaster villain, aside from probably like old videos that are like lowest quality, but I would say first series villain, I guess. Then series villain. No, wait, that would be Riddle Dog Soul, because he appeared in Brittle Man. It doesn't matter. Basically, he's a classic. So. Wait, what did he even really do in the series? I think he appeared in Curse, and basically his only crime was just stomping around the White House and sang a song and caused chaos, I think? And then I forgot about him. And then in Season 2, I think, the Han Solo meat race. Yes, that's the official name. He, sabotaged it by taking down Lizard's ship, right? I think so. Okay. But and then I think in Season 3 I made it where the big plot was that he actually killed Lizard's mom, Voldemort style. And for some reason it doesn't really say why. I think he needed rent pay or something. I don't know the context of the White House anymore. Actually, I feel like I should do a video where I'm basically rewatching the White House. Would you guys be up for that for a Flashback Friday? Me just cringing at old White House videos? I'm up for it. Anyway, so let's get things started. So yeah, he's a classic, but honestly, I don't think he did much. Literally, his defeat was, the most anticlimactic thing. Lizard just bashed into the sky. I'm gonna go with C tier. I'll just say D tier, because he did a lot of crimes, but he didn't really have reason for it. So, yeah, he's just down. Skin Taker, already going off strong. Skin Taker, yeah, I made a poll on, what was your favorite character from Kingdom Cove? Percy, Laughingstock, Janice, or him? And, sure as heck, everyone said it was him. A lot of people said it was him. I think, maybe one person said it was the Laughingstock. To be fair, only 4 people voted that, which was kind of disappointing, but still, if most of the majority of the people that watched that saw that voted for him, he was pretty decent. The Skin Taker, I feel like he was the only, one of the very few characters I actually feel like I fleshed out. I gave him a backstory, I gave him somewhat of a motivation, which basically is revenge, and also he's basically possessed by a skeleton demon, so there's that. And I feel like he really stole the show in it, so I'll give him A tier. Not bad, but it's mainly pretty he's decent. That's all I can really say. Matthew. Would you consider Matthew a villain? I would say, like, he fits it, but he definitely fits it, but, like, it's hard to tell, like, if he's intended to be, like, an actual villain or more of a rival. I'll just consider him a villain. So, what do you even really do there? Well, if you saw the series, he constantly tried to assassinate Apollo. It's hard to tell in the whole thing as a whole. It's hard to tell if he's a friend of Apollo or against him. Because just, like, the first episode, like, he seems to be slightly friendly with him. A little upset with him, but, like, still, like, healthy anger. But then it's, like, immediately the next episode, he's like, no, I hate you now. As they're competing. And then, third one, he poisons the water to give people a cold. And then he just goes out to war. It's a very rough downfall. He was not, I'll be honest, he's not, like, he comes around in the end, but still, it's like, his shift from seemingly being friendly to just, like, being pure evil, it's very back and forth, on and off. It's hard to tell. Like, he also has, like, those mental conversations with Henry, and it's, like, hard to tell, like, is Henry's ghost a good guy or a bad guy? Is it basically reflecting Matthew's, like, waffling? Like, unsure? I don't know. I'll put him in D tier. King Koopla, the first Blaze film villain, unless you consider Blaze Skyblaster or whatever, more on that later. The first Blaze film villain. The first reboot villain, I'll say. He wasn't the worst. He had motivation and reasoning, that being jealousy, and basically a goal to rule the kingdom without Prince Jack interfering, pretty much. And he seems to have a hatred against people who are adopted. So, crimes, murder, 1, and pretty much a 1 for almost every character in here. And 2, tyranny, as he pretty much tries to randomly arrest people for, like, no reason. I'd say the twist at the end is the only reason I don't want to give him, like, a big spy, because, I mean, well, it really wasn't mentioned that much. Like, the only time the prince is really mentioned is at the beginning, like, randomly. Originally in the script I had it where he was, like, mentioned more as a cautionary tale for Prince Jack at other points, but it just really just got sidelined, pretty much. Also, initially I had the idea where there was another twist where it turned out Eliza and Prince Jack were siblings. Obviously that's scrapped, and I feel like that's even worse than this plot twist, because, I mean, it's kind of hinted that he might be human with, the DNA scene that's, like, shoved to the side. I'll put him in, probably C tier. He's not as bad as, like, these guys, but still, it's, like, he could have been way better. Cinedor, tragic lover in the flesh. Wait, just look at his face right here. It's like, is he, like, does he even want to fight right now? Like, just looking at that face. Cute. Anyways. So, what do you really do? Well, he did would you consider it unlawful imprisonment that he held a dead body hostage? Because that's kind of like what Mr. Freeze does with his wife, so... Obviously, he kind of went Mr. Freeze route, where it's basically he's just trying to keep his wife alive. And, unfortunately, that also caused him to have run-ins with, the people of Heavenly Gates, Russell and Felix and the Grim Reapers. So basically, he means well, to some extent, but his motivation also is what causes all the disaster to unfold. I mean, he also technically did kill a Grim Reaper full intention. So, and also tried to kill. A lot of the crimes you'll see throughout are really just murder or attempted murder. So, but I feel like his motivation, like, his personality and motivation kind of are what makes it a bit better. It sticks a bit more. So, I'll put him A tier. Diablo, the stepson of the Emperor Gremlin, Croaked, and in my opinion, one of the worst Blaze films. I'm going to say it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot worse, like the Blaze movie, but I feel like this one's the worst recent one. So, what did Diablo even really do? Like, he abducted 3 children that are, like, completely forgotten almost entirely. Like, the film was rushed in general, but still, like, the side plot with the children are, like, is even worse than the plot itself. Like, he didn't even really, like, get a kill with him. Like, because, I mean, all it took was, like, the bells to start ringing and getting paid, and then he got cornered and he flied off. Also, my friend actually voiced him. I'm not going to say who, like, his actual name, but I think I actually put it in the credits who he was. But, he also has a YouTube channel of his own. Go subscribe to it. There's not anything on it yet, but he's planning on working on stuff. But if he makes up his mind, probably then he'll finally do something. I don't know. Sorry. So I'm just gonna put him in, like, really at the bottom of the barrel, because I mean, literally he did not do anything really. It's hinted at that he has a rivalry with Croak, but it's really... he really did not do much at all in the film. In the 15-minute film. And also, it's also kind of hard, considering the fact that there's technically 3 antagonists in that entire film. You got Emperor Gremlin, the main antagonist, Mr. Clown, who's like the tritagonist, and then Diablo, who's, I think the second, it's hard to tell which one's supposed to be secondary antagonist or not. Either way, all of them really sucked. I'm sorry if you think I'm being too hard on myself, but still, like, you gotta be honest with yourself to some extent. And just so you know, I'm speaking about my agent right now. So, next up, Xenon from A Night in Shivertown. If you forget who this guy is, I don't blame you. He's, like, really just randomly at the end. Like, and I'm gonna say he's more than, like, in my mind, I'm pretty sure he was there just for shock value. Because Night in Shivertown's pretty much a horror story, pretty much all wrapped up into this, like, the whole film itself was really just for shock value, I'm pretty sure, in my mind. But I feel like this guy, Also, fun fact is that the actual design of Xenon, I asked some of my family, what's the creepiest? Oh, because if you could tell by the original trailer, he was originally supposed to be like this creepy looking snowman that Patrick found that's like following him in the woods. Obviously, that changed him probably for the better. But I just asked someone like, what's the asked I think like one of my grandparents, what's the creepiest thing what's the creepiest figure in your mind? What makes a creepy person? And then he said that he found this image that one of my aunts had of like this creepy guy, and I went and saw the image, and it's not exactly creepy, but it's like, it's more so stupid, because like the guy wore this like white short sleeve shirt with a blue backpack, long brown hair, a hat, and like these blue shorts that are like very short. Like I think you could even see his underwear in it. Like I think you could even see his butt crack in it. And so I kind of like based it off that image. And the funny thing is, later when you relook at it, it just looks like a more monstrous looking Jesus in it. And I did not intend for it to look anything like Jesus in it, but no, when you actually re-look at it, it just looks like an animated version of Jesus. Except this one is a cannibal, pretty much. It's implied that he's a cannibal. So anyway, what did the guy do? Well, he shot down Patrick's horse, so animal slaughter, and it's implied that he was a cannibal. No reason's given aside from the fact that he's pretty much insane and wanted to live in the woods. Like, it's implied that he's like an extremist, as like he seems to like want to purify the world. Oh my gosh, the more I talk about like his goals, it sounds even more like something you would hear Jesus say. He said he wanted to resort to cannibalism. I'm sorry. Anyways, so I'm just gonna go. Like, he's not bad like Diablo, but it's like he also is like very abrupt, and it's like pretty obvious he's there for like shock value. So I'll just put him E tier. A lot of these guys are like very low tier. Like these guys are like the only like high up guys. And honestly, Skin Taker, he was already based off a creepypasta story, so but like was edited a lot. And then Senador is like, he's very rough between A and B. He's what? Bay. He's Bay. Let's get to the next terrible character, Gremlin, Emperor Gremlin. So, oh, you're not meant for close-ups. So, what did he even do in that film? So, well, he ruled with fear and basically had a millennial meal to keep him alive. And then when things didn't go his way, he pretty much sent his followers on a mission to like send them to die so he could eat them. And then he abducted some children, so he sent Diablo to abduct some children and so he could eat them too. So he's really just evil just for the heck of it. Like, you could say, like, he's doing it so he could survive, but still, it's like, I don't, like, if he wanted them to die after touching the power core, then why didn't you so he could eat them, but the power cord could grant a wish. Why didn't you just, like, bring them, like, gloves or something so they could bring the meal to you without needing extra measure of eating children? I'm still gonna put him in, like, F tier with Diablo, because really, it's hard to tell what his motivation is and what his goal is. Okay, next up we have Croc. Another character that I feel like, another villain that I feel like he was added just for the sole purpose of having an antagonist. Like, films like Furry Hollow and Night at Showtime, I feel like they would have put that on just fine without any actual main antagonist to them. Like, the antagonists were Night at Showtime could have just been like, Showtime stuff and harsh weather. And basically, you just see the humans in Furry Hollow with the antagonists, because I mean, they do most of the killing. Like, Rod is just like an extra character in here. Like, it's already implied that he might be like starting mutiny, but still, it's like really just out of nowhere. It's also implied that he killed Leo's father in a battle. It's really like he taunts every other character, so he's more of a bully character. He doesn't even really seem to be more so of a threat and more of a rival, kind of like Matthew. Where it's less so villainy and more so rivalry. Because, like, it's stated that, like, the battles that they... Actually, I forget if I even mentioned it in Furry Hollow. The battles that they had. I think I did, but it was like, it's implied that survival was getting so difficult that they had battles, and the one who lost had sacrificed himself to the hunter to provide more food. So I would say he's more so doing it to survive, because, but I'm just gonna put him in probably just D tier. Because he's not much of a terrible villain, but I'd say like the film would have went smoothly without him being needed, and it felt more like his there just to have an antagonist. Honestly, I forgot about him in the speedrun, and I had to like add me like quickly drawing him in post. So you'll realize just like how much I forgot about the dude. Next up, me. Wait, what? No, this is a terrible photo, but the entity or the Blaze Skyblaster from the Blaze movie. He's just pure evil. He really is just that. What'd he do? Murder, just like every other character. Plot twist, big shock, I know. He, I think in a original script, like, he was supposed to have abducted me, and I think he erased me from existence in it. I think that's what happened. So, yeah, that happened. Motivation, I think he was, like, trying to replace the old characters, like the White House characters, with something new. I think that's what happened. And the ironic thing is, like, the whole message I was trying to get across that you don't need to, like, be trendy to be viral or to make YouTube and be good at it. But it's ironic because the only reason I really started exploring popularity is because that was exactly what I did. I made a clip of the lost footage of Shrek and a instrumental of a song from Cuphead, and that's literally what caused me to get like 1,036 subscribers. I'm thankful for it. Thank you. But still, sadly ironic that I end up not even listening to my own advice. I'll just put him in like C tier. He's really just the bomb. He's just a very forgettable character. Mr. Clown, if you don't even remember who this guy was, I can't really blame you. He was like there for like one part, and it was like really seemed like it was just specifically for shock value, just like Xenon. But he was from Croat, and like all of them, they are absolutely horrible. Basically, all he did, actually, the surprising thing is, I think he's the only antagonist in the entire thing, aside from, I would say, aside from Matthew and Diablo, to have actually, well, maybe, so, aside from Diablo, to have actually, they not have attempted to murder or successfully murdered someone. Every other character have tried to, but him and Diablo, like, I guess to some extent Diablo tried to by abducting the children, but still, like, he's probably the only one that didn't. He did some more horrible. Made children do certain dances and tried to sell them. He sold children. So, he sold them for profit. And I feel like that's, you know, so, like, I mean, it's implied that he, like, abused them. For, like, yeah. He does not really have a fleshed out character. But, honestly, originally in the script, I had words like, after the gang's encounter with Mr. Clown, and the children went missing, Emperor Gremlin met up with him so they could hunt the guy down. But obviously that never ended up happening. Also, like, he's in, I'm just gonna say, like, he's in E tier, mainly because, like, he's not as bad as, like, these guys, but it's, like, he still is pretty sucky. So, we got 2 for F tier, 2 for E tier, 3 for D tier, 2 for C tier, none for B tier, 2 for A tier, and none for S tier. Wow, I'm terrible at fleshing out villains. Look at every single one of these guys. A lot of them are either C or lower, and then 2 of them are A's. 2 of them are A+ students. That's... Well, that wraps up today's video. If you like what you saw, leave a like and subscribe. And do you feel like I should have changed some of the rankings for some of these characters? Let me know in the comments. See you next time, and subscribe. Bye-bye!